Well, I think I found a stink bug breeding ground. And maybe a place where some rats have been living, it looks like. I was just cleaning out some boxes in the storage building. And I took something out, and all these stink bugs were underneath it. I don't think I've ever seen that many in one place. I must like that place. It's dark and anyway, I'm just cleaning out. I'm getting some more stuff from back here in the back. I found a wasp nest back behind that reel-to-reel machine right there. That in the back, there's a wasp nest, which I didn't know they built. I thought they went into dormant or something in the winter. I didn't know they were still active, but they were moving around. It didn't look like they were sleeping. So I don't know much about wasps. I mean, they might not even be wasps. They might be something else. But they sure looked like wasps. So I might need to do some research. I just got to be careful when I'm getting this reel-to-reel machine out, because I'm taking, I think, oh yeah, I already took it. I had some film projectors and another machine that was back there, and I'll probably take this reel-to-reel if I can get it out without getting stung by a wasp. I'll probably take those somewhere, get rid of those, and I want to keep at least, well, this is my great-grandfather's film projector, so I'll probably keep that. And it looks like it's got a stink bug on the front of it. There's stink bugs everywhere in here, but they don't bother me right now, at least. I'll probably get swarmed by them in a few minutes with all of them I just found. And I'd like to keep a slide projector so I can look at my slides, obviously. And I think this is a dual 8, and I've got an 8mm projector. And those typewriters came from somebody, one of my teacher's fathers. And this is my uncle's camera, so I'm going to keep a lot of this stuff because it's the only thing I have of it, and it's sentimental as well. So I might get rid of a few more things, but a lot of this. Well, I mean, here's a record player and radio. That doesn't really have any sentimental value. I'll probably get rid of it. I'll probably get rid of these two things. I'm going to keep this for now. And like that radio, that came from somebody. And well, it's old too. I want to keep it anyway. Even if it didn't have sentimental value, I'll probably keep it. It's a shortwave radio. But he said the original owner, I think he was the original owner, he said they listened to that when Pearl Harbor was happening. So it's pretty old. And I really can't see what is back here. I think that's a typewriter back there. And it might be the one, I'd have to get it out of the case to check. It might be the one that my aunt and uncle gave me. So I'll probably keep that. And that's a lantern from my uncle. And I think that's the radio that my great-grandfather had. There's my aunt's typewriter she used in college. There's another record player back there. And a radio on it. And, oh, there's that slide projector I was looking for. I'll probably keep that one, at least one, because I want to have something to look my slides on. And I'll probably get rid of that stuff. Anyway, I'm getting rid of a few things. I'll probably show the truck in a minute when I get all this stuff together. Well, I'll stop talking so much. I successfully got the audio reel-to-reel machine out without getting stung. I think there was only one or two of those wasps that were moving, and I saw one of them flying real slow. So they must be, I don't know what's going on. I guess they're sleeping for the winter. I don't know much about wasps, like I said. But I need to stop talking. I talk too much in these videos, and then it just goes on and on. I know I say that in a lot of videos, and then I keep on talking like usual, and I just need to shut up sometimes. Okay, I'm gonna get a couple of these machines out so it won't be so junked up back here. Alright, so I'll try to keep this short. I just went through all this, so I'm gonna keep the record player for now. That record player, I think it works, but I'm pretty sure the 8-track player works, and I want to keep at least, you know, a couple 8-track players, just because I got several hundred 8-track tapes that I might want to play again. And this here is an 8-track player. That was the first 8-track player I ever bought, actually. And back there, oh boy, it's dark on this video. Let me get my flashlight. So that's an 8-track player, that green thing on top. I think I paid $30 for that, so I'm kind of hesitant to just give it to anybody. And it still works. And, you know, a couple of these 8-track players, they don't work quite right, so I think that green one works pretty well. So I'll probably keep it for now, at least, unless I find a better 8-track player. And the orange box, it's got one of those slide viewers. It's something from like Germany or something, some specialty item. I've never seen anything like it before. My mom bought it for me, and she said she'd never seen anything like it. It's just to view your slides. It shines a light up through it. And of course that cassette player back there, it's for the car. It's in a box on the left. My uncle gave me that. Family friend gave me that projector on the left on the bottom, and another family friend gave me that PA system there. And I think it works, because I think I played something through it one time. So anyway, here I go talking about all this junk again, and probably nobody cares, except for my future self, maybe who watches this one day when I have nothing else to do in retirement, if these videos are still even in existence. What else was there? Oh, this is my aunt's typewriter that she used in college. I think I said that before. And I don't know about this thing. That's a nice looking camera. I could probably sell it at the flea market. Oh, it says $110. Well, $109.95. I don't know where I even got that camera. Probably in the dumpster or something. They were throwing out some good stuff today. I think I told this before on the camera. They were throwing out some stuff at one place where they have antiques, and they were throwing out stuff. So he said, well, anything you see in the dumpster is free. And I mean, there wasn't any trash in the dumpster. It was all good items. So I was like, well, I saw a desk in there. I got a couple things out of there. My uncle got a lighter. There was some good stuff in there. Anyway, here I go. Man, I gotta quit talking so much. Okay, I'm gonna take this 8-track player, get it out of here, give it to somebody, or sell it somewhere. Don't mind all the junk. It's starting to look better in here. I know it looks like a hoarder. I probably sound like a hoarder saying this looks good. Well, hope nobody turns me into that show on the TV, the hoarder show. Okay, here's what I got so far. Got a reel-to-reel player, record and radio player. I think those are 2 projectors. That's another reel-to-reel player, and of course the 8-track player. Get rid of it. I think this one works pretty well. Just had some trouble with the volume. Well, I think it had some trouble in the roller too, so I think I might be better off getting rid of it, as I believe. And well, here we go. I see another. I think that's a reel-to-reel audio machine. Wow, I must have gotten good deals on these things. I got a bunch of them. They were probably throwing them out like they was that day, and I was like, well, I'll just take them and fiddle around with them. But now they're just taking up space. I guess I got my time with them and when I was younger. I mean, I'm still pretty young, so hopefully nobody older than 50 is watching this, probably making fun of me if they are. Alright, I'm going to keep the guitar. I got some tennis rackets from my uncle. Oh, y'all can't see this. I guess the camera's not as good as my eyes. Those are some tennis rackets in a case right there. That's my guitar. I'm still, what would you call that? I guess I'm a novice at the guitar. Is that a beginner? I don't know. My vocabulary's not great. If y'all haven't noticed on these videos. Oh, hey, there's some reel-to-reel tapes. Well, shoot. Maybe I should keep one of those machines. Or maybe I should just try to sell the machine with the tapes and just get rid of it all at one time. Actually, I think I might do that. I'm tired of storing all this stuff. Looks like something's been living in that helmet. Got it upside down. Gracious, what's all that junk back there? Well, I figure if I I'm going to try to fill up the bed of this truck today with stuff from this building. And I figure if I do that, or at least fill up a few boxes of stuff every time I'm over here, then eventually I'll get down to what I think are the basic necessities. Well, I guess not really necessity. I mean, like books. I don't want to get rid of most of these. I mean, those are my yearbooks and other stuff here. DVDs. Some of them I'll probably never watch. I inherited those from somebody. The family was throwing them away in garbage bags, and I was going through the garbage. There's just garbage bags full of DVDs, garbage bags full of, some of the VHS tapes were in there. I said, oh man, I'll take those. Now I've watched a few of these videos that I've gotten. I'll probably still watch several of them that I haven't watched yet. Oh yeah, and CDs. Those I inherited from other people. I haven't really, most of this stuff I don't have a lot of money in. I just get them at the flea market or wherever for $1 or $2, or when they're throwing them away, I get them for free. So, but here we go. Here I go talking again, prolonging the length of this video. I could probably just talk for a couple hours about all this junk. Anyway, I'm going to get some more stuff out of here and hopefully not talk as long in the next segment. I've made some progress since the last segment. I got two 8-track players actually were up here, and a couple other things which I've since moved down here. And this is a lot better. It was more densely packed before, and now I can actually see almost everything on this shelf. And it's getting more clear up here. Well, just ignore that side because it looks kind of rough. I'm getting rid of some VHS tapes. That was stacked up there with VHS tapes. I've still got a few that I want to watch, and I haven't gotten rid of those. I'll probably take, my cousin said she might take some of my VHS tapes, and then I'll probably take some to Goodwill and maybe some to the flea market if they'll take any. I'm about got the truck filled up in the bed as much as I want. I've got some stuff filled up here. As you can see, 8-track players, reel-to-reel machines, typewriters. There were several typewriters that I haven't been able to sell yet. I'll probably try to sell those at the flea market or some store if I can. And more VHS tapes there. I gotta get rid of this stuff. I believe these are the only records that I own now. And if you have seen my previous videos, probably 2 or 3 years ago, I had a whole lot more records. But I think I took them to a store, a local store that buys and sells stuff So they bought some of my records, and I think I took some to Goodwill that I didn't want anymore. You know, they were just taking up space. I wasn't listening to all of them. And these are ones that I thought I might listen to in the future. You know, Dan Fogelberg, that's one of my aunts. My aunt liked him, and I ended up liking him because she recommended him to me, and I've got 3 or 4 of his records here. And Charlie Rich, I like him. You know, Andy Williams, Kenny Rogers, people like that. Here's another Charlie Rich, Tennessee Ernie Ford. I like people like that, so I do want to keep those and listen to them. And I believe I know I've got this record player. It plays all 4 speeds, except the speaker apparently is broken because the record player works. It's just the sound, you can hear it just barely if you put your ear up next to the speaker. Next to the record, you can hear it playing, but it won't amplify the sound. So I'm gonna have to work on that, I guess, one day when I move out on my own, into my own apartment or house. And where is that other record player? Anyway, there's one record player there. I think I might have 3 record players in total, but I'm honestly not sure what happened to the other one. I might have taken it to Goodwill. Okay, maybe I only have 2 record players. Either way, I think I've got one that works somewhere. Oh man, this is why I'm getting rid of stuff, because I can't find anything as it is. And there's some more. I think those are this right here is the Bible. It's narrated the New Testament, and it's on 16 speed. These right here, I think those are 45 speed, and obviously these are 33, and some of these are 78s. I think maybe just these are 78 speed. Okay, gotta quit talking. This video is probably getting close to 15 or 20 minutes, and I don't want it too long. I'm just gonna keep working in here. And I just noticed this is in here too. I'm gonna keep the amplifier thing here, this tuner amplifier, whatever you call it. I'm gonna keep that for now, because I can hook in a record player, tape player to that, and a radio, and have that control it. But this, I think this might be a tape player, cassette tape player. And honestly, I really don't care about keeping it, because I've got at least two other cassette tape players. I don't need a third one. And I think I probably showed this in the past. This is all full of 8 tracks here, and this is full of cassette tapes. So I've got quite a collection of junk here. And most of these 8-track tapes, well, I should say probably half of them work correctly. Some of them you have to fiddle with for a few minutes to get them to work. So I guess one could argue that paying a membership on Spotify every month would be more efficient with your time, I guess, rather than having to sort through all these 8 tracks. But you know, I just like, it's something different. It's something to mess with. I think it's pretty cool. Not many people know what 8 tracks are, or they might not have ever messed with them, so I think it's pretty cool to mess around with. And I don't have to pay for a membership to use my 8 tracks. I just have to put up with the storage in this bin. Boy, I'm throwing this video camera all the way around. Y'all probably getting sick. Yeah, I'm gonna keep trying to find a few things. Of course, I'm running out of room in the truck right now. I'm gonna try to find a few more things, because I definitely need to get rid of a lot more to have this more clear. So we'll see what happens. Well, I was able to make a pretty decent dent in the junk since the last segment here. It's probably been I don't know, maybe an hour since I made a video. As you can see, I moved that bookcase that was here. I moved it back under there, and I moved a couple boxes out that I finally had enough with, trying to move them back and forth. I said, I'll just take that with me to the flea market or wherever I go. See if anybody wants it there. I think I got the truck about filled up now, as much as I want to. I got some stuff in the back seat too. Got ad machines, 8-track players, record players, reel-to-reel machines, typewriters. So I got a good selection of things that if I give them a good price at the flea market, I bet somebody will take this whole load. Well, now it's Monday. Came back to school today. Well, actually, I came back last night. So I went by my uncle. He's a collector of all kinds of antique stuff. So he took some things and then he gave me some money for it. And then I went to a local store here in North Carolina and Tennessee. There's a few locations of the store called Ed McKay's. It's a really good place to sell stuff and buy cheap stuff as well. They gave me I think it was about $49.50 or thereabouts. They gave me that for today for a lot of the stuff that I had, and then I bought about $25 worth of CDs. But I already had like I think I had about a $90 in-store credit from previous sales I've made. So, you know, I had to buy stuff in the store anyway. So I was like, I found some CDs I wanted to buy, and they were only like $2 or $3 a piece. And I said, well, I might as well use my in-store credit that I've got here, because they give you, you know, I probably could have gotten $75 in-store credit, but instead I got it in cash, and it was like $49, I think, or 48, 49, or 50, something like that. So I think I made a pretty good outcome, pretty good little, I was going to say profit, but it's probably not a profit, being that I put money into the stuff that I sold, and I don't think I got what I put into it out of it. But, you know, it's a learning experience for me. This is really this is a good teaching lesson. It's like I'm teaching myself, I think, not to buy stuff like old projectors for $10 and then you have to find, I mean, I could have gotten more out of it. Sure, I know that, but trying to find the right person to buy it, that's a lot of time. You got to go around town, call people. You might have to sit at a flea market for a while before the right person comes along. And I just don't want to take the time to do all that. I just want to get rid of it. And Ed McKay's store and my uncle, he took some of it. It was really helpful to just take it to the store and let them have it. And then I took some to Goodwill because I said, you know, I'm just not going to deal with all this junk. That's really what it is. And I'm to the point I'm just tired of dealing with it and moving it and and taking care of it, trying to keep it dry in the storage building. It's just more trouble than it's worth. So that's why I'm getting rid of it. I'm aiming to be a minimalist one day. Whether or not that happens is a different story, but we'll see how that works out. If I keep doing these vlogs, I reckon y'all will see what's going on in my life in years to come, if YouTube still exists, if they haven't flagged my videos by that time and blocked me off the internet for being I don't know what. I don't think I really talk about politics on here. Well, I do talk about religion though, so they might block me for that. Who knows? right now political correctness is so bad. I could probably get flagged for posting this video about selling junk. Who knows what I could get flagged for. I'm just posting these videos for, I guess for reference later, for me to watch later if they don't get taken down. That's why I'm not sure if I shared this on this channel, but I download my YouTube videos after I complete them, and I try to download them every few ones I upload, so then I have them on a hard drive in case they do ever get taken down, because I'm not sure exactly how YouTube works with their if they block your videos. I don't know if you can get them off of there once they block them. I've heard of other people getting them blocked or hidden or whatever they do, taken down off of the internet. I don't know, I'm just speaking in basic terms of the internet, and I'm really not sure what I'm talking about. I just know that I have hard copies. Well, do you call them that? I guess they're not really hard copy. They're on a hard drive of my videos, so I guess they are called hard copies. If they're on a hard drive, I don't know how you'd have a hard copy of a video unless it was a film, actual film, like an 8mm or 16mm or something. Anyway, I'm going to call it a hard copy for now, just for reference. It sounds good. Hard copy of a video on a hard drive. Sounds about right.